G'day everyone, you're watching Kath with a K. I'm Kath and it is day 7 of making an EP in a week, a non-continuous week. We're here, we're on the last day. I've got a bunch of mixing to do, but I think I have done I've done all of the tuning, and I think I've done most of the volume evening out kind of things, so I think I might make it in time. So I have 3 songs left to mix. We have the second song I created, which I am now calling All Day Sunrise. We've got the Celtic song, which I am calling Autumn Mushroom Picking. I've got the song that I finished off on day 6, which is called Post Lunch Wanderlust. So I'm gonna start with All Day because I haven't looked at it for the longest, but also because I did actually have to do a rudimentary mix to send it off to a singer, and then I sent it off to a different singer because the first one was not available and the second one is also not available. So apparently we're not having any lead vocals on it anymore, and at this point I don't think I have the time to put on any lead vocals myself. It's not really missing anything anyway, I don't think it needs the lead vocals. It was just an idea that I thought would be nice to have, so it's not the end of the world. I've got some compression on a lot of things, so actually I might not have heaps to do here. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I liked the idea of having more lo-fi drums on this. Oh, I actually didn't even start the screen recording. Okay, so it's a bit quiet. Okay, so I have decreased the lows and mids on the flute here and on one of the pads and also a little bit in the piano, and I've changed the piano reverb. So originally it was this. I've changed it to this. Also add some reverb to that pad. Yeah, so now I guess I just need to go through and properly mix it. I do also need to take some breaths out of the flute because it's a bit it's a bit distracting. I'm gonna cut those out. Great, I think the mix is done for this song, so here's a little bit of the chorus. Actually, that's not even the chorus, that's the pre-chorus. Anyway, let's move on to one of the last 2 songs. Got Autumn Mushroom Picking open now, and I see I've not gone through with the clip gain on the flutes or the vocals, so I'm gonna have to do that and then copy them to everywhere that the loops need to be. Well, I have done a lot of volume control on the flute and the vocals and done all the copying and pasting that I needed to do now. Oh, I forgot the last repeat. And I've decided where I want to put the guitar here, and this is no longer relevant. Cool. So now it's time to add some reverb and delay to the strings, I guess, cello, violin, and guitar. I'm thinking of Valhalla Rune. like the large chamber one. This also actually needs some compression. So I reckon I am done with putting effects on. This is what the main guitar sounds like now. The other guitar. I think I've gotten to a pretty good mix now. I have noticed though that I think it's just towards the end of the song where the choir is. I recorded it so that I breathed at the very end of the phrase, even though I only recorded the phrase once for each voice, so that it would sound more natural and like I was actually like continuing to sing. But I'm thinking now that that was a bad idea. I should have just not had breaths in it because I keep seeming to want to edit out the breaths. So note to future self, because I haven't actually done this before. I don't know, maybe it works in some places and in other places it doesn't. And maybe like having a quieter breath will still sound better than having no breath at all. But I guess you can be the judge of that too. I'll decide later on. But this is what we've got right now. One song left to mix. Wait, that's two. One song left to mix. Now that I've opened the session, I played around a little bit with the piano sound. I feel like piano should have delay on it, but I like the sound of it more without the delay. It does sound a little bit more fake, I think. But I feel like I like that fake sound in this context. I might just be making up that it sounds more fake, but I don't know, I just like that drier sound. It looks like the flute is pretty dealt with as well. So now I just need to even out the volumes of all the vocal parts. Next, I'm going to work on making the drums hit harder. I am not very well practiced with this, so I probably need more time than I've actually got to really achieve that well, but I'm just going to see what I can do. Time for a mixy mix. Feel like I've finished this mix pretty much, but I don't know, my ears are a bit tired now, so maybe it wasn't such a good idea to leave this to last. But anyway, this is what it sounds like a bit right now. So now my plan is that I am going to take my headphones off. I'm going to turn these speakers on. I'm going to give each song a couple of listens and probably change the mix a little bit because things will sound different on the speaker. I'm going to do this off camera so that my computer isn't running a bunch of software and routing the audio through a bunch of things. I remember not being completely sure about how loud to make the bass. So I'll listen through, I mean, the problem is that has sub in it and I don't have a sub just in general. So yeah, that's not ideal. I've made some minor adjustments, mostly in EQ, to pretty much all the tracks, except nighttime. So I think I'm going to spend about an hour doing mastering, which isn't very much time, but you know, I can just make it louder. I'm going to start with Post Lunch Wanderlust because I think mastering is going to be the most important for this one, and I need to make it sound as punchy as I can and as loud as I can. I haven't really become an expert in mastering, but yeah. So I'm going to add some compressors. Same thing again. Let's minus width. Let's export this and then I'm going to have a proper listen to it and make sure it doesn't sound fucked anywhere from being over compressed, which it very well might be because I've done a lot there. Don't take my advice when it comes to mastering at all. I probably shouldn't even be showing this. Well, it's certainly, I think it sounds punchy. I'm a bit surprised by that. There's something weird going on here. What is that? I need to go back into the mix and fix that. That was definitely a major oversight on my part. There's one. Pretty sure it's just some random percussion things. You know what? I think maybe the snare and tom don't need to be in there. That's the snares. Maybe that's the problem. I have the snare in some... Just have it in the hi-hat track, maybe. What's this? Yeah, that's a snare. What? Okay, well, the snare's a hi-hat now. I'm not going back and fixing that. That's what the problem was. It was just duplicated. We still have snare. One. I reckon I'm pretty happy with Post Lunch Wanderlust now. Next I'm going to do Nighttime because I feel like the vibe is that I'm just going to add a limiter to it. I think this is a track which can be very dynamic. Okay, lit. I think this needs a lot of compressing. Can't remember what the plugin's called. Multiband Dynamics. Yes, this one. For French's Farm, I just put a limiter on it, kind of similar to Nighttime Mist. And for All Day Sunrise, I treated it pretty similarly to Post Lunch Wanderlust. I didn't record the audio properly from my computer because I didn't want it to be routing through a million things. I am having some trouble with the processing speed and power of my computer lately. It's 9:30 p.m. and I think I am done. So now all I have to do is edit all of these videos and then upload these songs. And it will probably take me a while to edit all of these videos. But by the time this video comes out, it will be up on streaming services, or maybe the day after. Now I will not see you tomorrow. Well, I'll see you tomorrow on streaming services because you will be listening to the EP. Goodbye for now. I will also soon be uploading outdoors vlogs on my second channel, which is Nomad Cath. So if you want to see more of me, look out for that. Although it's slightly different content, but I will be using these songs in those vlogs, as well as my previous EP, my first EP. So go have a listen and I'll see you on my other channel next time, or maybe in like 2 years or something. Bye!